Okay, Mr. Danny, so a little bit of a lesson for you. Okay, so you know about the transformer, you got, incoming and then outgoing, right? I think I probably skipped the first, I think this is outgoing. I could be wrong, it could be ingoing and then out here. But anyways, I made a little thing to show you kind of how it works, basically. So here you see Uh, the center. Where the fuck is it? Okay, so shit. Okay, so the center part is it's. So this is a circuit app I used. So the center part is the transformer. That's the same thing as this thing. So you got the two wires on that side, and then you got the three coming off the other side. The other side. So you got the one with red, and then the two little tangly ones. So basically that's here. So you got one, two, three. And then you have this device which creates the AC back and forth, the up and down, like so you just got like your house, that switching back and forth, you know. And so that's how that works. And then so what this is, it's a they call it a center tap transformer. What was that noise? Oh. They call it a center tap transformer because there's a wire coming out the center. And what that does, that halves the voltage coming out of the center. So, if you look here, I have a switch. And so basically the switch is the same way, right? The switch that I had earlier that I showed you with a little, knob on this thing is basically like that switch up on the screen. So it's kind of hard to tell what the switch is, but basically this is the switch. Doink, doink. So it's switching between the two, and then you got the one in the middle. So kind of same thing like this. You got the two got the two ends, the blue and the yellow, and then you got the one in the middle. And so yeah, so you got the two ends. You got the two ends, and then one in the middle. That's the switch. And this little device is a voltmeter, so that detects how much power is going to the whole system. So center tap typically halves the voltage. So like let's say you have 2 volts going to the transformer. Well, depending on if it's a step down or step up transformer, if it's a step up transformer and you have 2 volts going into it, it'll on the if you're connected to the half, it would only go off. Or if you're connected to the center, it would only go off by half. Okay, so let's see if I can switch. Hold on. 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay, cool. Yep, should be good. Okay, so so you kind of can see the little wavy lines on here, blah blah blah, going up and down. Yeah, ooh, fun. Okay, so you see the top wave right there is hitting on the 2 volt line, 2 volt line, and the bottom part of it is going to the negative 2 volt thing, right? And so the way this works is, so that's what's coming to the transformer right now. That's with the oh no, shit, my mistake. That's the half. So the transformer should be at, fuck me, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. So this, not the transformer, but the AC should be, let's see, voltage on it. Come on, you, where you at? Okay, voltage is 2 volts. So, then how does this work? Okay, so then, because I have the turn ratio. So the one, that kind of hard to see, but it's a 1.2. So it's the turn ratio. So it's 1 to 2. So I think what that means is there's twice the number of turns on the output. So if there's twice, and it's coming out the middle tap, which is half, So basically, instead of it being 1 to 2, it's essentially 1 to 1. So you're gonna get as much as you put in. You're gonna get out as much as you put in. So if I do, if I switch up, it should go past 2 volts and go to, I believe, 4 if I'm doing this right. So that's how. So then, it's the full power of the transformer. So instead of going 1 to 1, it's the full power of 1 to 2 because you're not doing the center tap. I'm going to be going around it. So yeah. So switching around. So it's doing the full power of the transformer. So now it's actually doing the 1 to 2 ratio. So it's doubling the voltage. So this is halving the voltage, or it's not half the voltage, but it's not doubling it. So it's, I guess, yeah, it's halving. Well, it's halving the ratio. So if it's 1 to 2, then it's 1 to 1 in the center tap. Basically, that's how that works. So that's the full power, and then that's basically half of that winding. Full half. Okay, so now if I'm putting 2 volts in, and the transformer is now doubling the voltage, I should get out 4 volts. So now we can go up here and check it out. So the top of the wave, 4 volts. Bottom wave, negative 4 volts. So it works. So this is, fuck. That's how basically a transformer works. So now if I increase this by, let's see, if I increase the what am I doing here? Okay, so secondary turn, if I increase the secondary turn, if I double that to 2 or to 4, so let's say if I double that to 4 now, so now if I double that to 4, so 2 is going in there, and then so I think the multiplier is by, so it's 2 times 4, that's 8, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, it's supposed to be an increase. I can't exactly remember how the voltage increases, but anyways, it increases whatever it is. And so now, it says it's above 5, so it's probably like 5.50 volts, 5.5 volts. Now if I do this, it should half that to, what the fuck is it? What's half of 5? 2? 2.5? It's gonna be 2 something, I believe. So let's see what we got here. So half of that 5.5 is, yeah, it's almost there, but it's not quite fully there. Okay, so I guess it's 4 volts. So yeah. Yeah, so that's how that works. So basically, yeah, so like when you go in the center tap, it's like, I think 1 to 1. I think that's how it works. When you go to the center tap, it's 1 to 1. So pushing out 4 volts, then the thing ends up being 4 volts. And if I switch, I don't know why it's not doubling that, it's weird. Yeah. Oh, I know why, because in this simulator they have, what do you call it, other specs, like so certain parts might have resistances, and so if you have resistance, then the voltage can't climb as high as it probably would, which is, I'm assuming, what's going on right now. Let's see, so higher inductance, okay, that's what that is, okay. But anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of how that works. That's basically what the transformer is. So it's that thing in the middle, that thing with the swirly bits on either side, is the same as this swirly bits on either side. You got 2 wires. Let's see if I can disconnect, clip that, and then I'll clip this out. Come on. Okay, so basically this is a transformer. So you got 3 wires on one side and then the 2 on the other side. And yeah, so that's how that works. So it's either full power or half power. So yeah, there you go, little tech lesson for you. So yeah, I My thing is a mess, but I'm happy I figured it out. So, yay! Yay, go me!